So there's not much pride going on this year, and that's a good thing. So, guys, apparently a lot of companies, major companies that have pulled back with making pride their forefront movement for the month of June. So I know that previous years, a lot of companies have gone out of their way to celebrate pride in way of making things, their products, rainbow flags, whatever that was, sneakers, beer, mayonnaise, disgusting. I wish they would do it to spam so people stop buying it. That isn't the point. The point, guys, is that the pushback that we've been doing, we've been displaying our dismay about the way they're pushing a lot of this nonsense, especially on kids. But more, for us, because we're going to the stores and buying beer and, again, mayonnaise and things of that kind, things of that nature. And now with the pushback, with people being angry from last year and the year before, and I think companies have a bigger reason for doing this, not because of actually our pushback, or our pushback played a part in it, sorry, but I think there was a bigger reason. We're going to get to that in a little bit. But this is good. This shows, guys, that we do have some say in the things that these companies do, and they say, because if we don't like it, we stop buying, and then they look at their revenue at the end of the year and go, shit, we lost out on $50 million, we lost out on $20 million. We can't afford this. So with that, a lot of companies are laying in the cut come June. Because I noticed it myself. I'm looking around, I'm like, wow, there's not a lot of gay shit in the stores. It's not a lot of rainbow flag products. I'm like, what's going on here? So of course, after I notice it, Jeremy from the Quartering, he does a video on it. And I go, okay, it wasn't just me. I wasn't, just because I was in Tennessee, just because I was in D.C., I noticed that there was less products. I thought because I was there, that was it. So I see the video and I'm like, okay. But then I do some more research, and of course I see a Forbes article, and they mention it. A lot of companies pulled back. Companies like Target, Nike, North Face, even the U.S. Navy, which these companies still made a post on social media, they're not pushing their garbage in the stores. In fact, Target made the call, if I'm not mistaken, last month or the month before last, that they weren't going to sell the LGBT nonsense like they did before. Plus, I can guarantee you guys, the bigger reason for them not selling it is the bottom line, is their revenue. They lost revenue. Now, with Target, whenever I went into a Target last year during the month of Pride, there was never anybody in the Pride section. Never. I didn't see a kid in there. I didn't see an adult in there. I didn't see anybody buying this shit. So that in itself, when I remember seeing that last year, I'm thinking to myself, they can't possibly do this next year. There's no one in this section. It was almost as if that section was radioactive. As if people would walked in and go, nope, and then went around it. Nobody cut through it. Nobody stood there and looked at it. Everybody went around it like, they parted it like the Red Sea. And this is almost every Target I've been to. Now, I didn't go to every Target in the tri-state area because I wanted to. That's been partially because of my son's mother and her love for Target, which is sickening, by the way. Still, I would go in there with her, and I think she's trying to hit every Target in the Northeast. Not the point. The point is, for every Target we went into, there was nobody in that section. So I thought to myself, they can't possibly do this next year. And of course, come, what was it, April or May, they said, we're not doing it. We're no longer selling the LGBT pride stuff. Now, they might have some items in there, but they're not doing what they did last year and the year before last. So there was actually a big pushback. And people are just tired. They're tired of the nonsense. They're tired of the catering. I think that's a little more important than anything as well. It's the catering to a group of people that don't need to be catered to. In this country, guys, the LGBT community tries to behave like wounded animals. They're like, oh God, we don't have any rights. And then they're marching in the streets telling people gay rights. I please, if you're gay, homo, cocksucker, whatever it is that you are, could you do me a favor and in the comment section, let me know what gay rights you people are not getting. Now, I know there's not a lot of gay folks watching this, but if you happen to be gay, write what rights you are not getting in 2024 because there isn't one that I can think of that gay people are not getting. Yet they still push the gay right agenda here in this country. Meanwhile, they should be taking that fight to other countries where, yes, if you come out and your name is Samantha and your name was Sam 2 months ago and they kill you, that's a different story. That's an entirely different ballgame. First of all, that's human rights being violated right there. But if you really want to fight gay rights, take your gay right fighting ass to a country that legitimately treats gay people like shit. Like, Palestine. They will treat you with open arms over there. Kidding. They will kill you in a heartbeat in that country. Talk about tossing you off the building as a pride parade. That's how they treat it over there. But over here, for some reason, these psych patients seem to think they're not getting treated well. I said, go to Outdoor with Dart at 90% or 99% of the African nations that'll treat you like shit. 99% of the Middle Eastern countries that'll treat you like shit. Israel will fucking protect you. Palestine will not. Just putting that in the back of your head. But back to the whole source of the video. This is a good thing, guys. This means that we actually do have some say because we're hitting them in the pockets. Like I said last year when this nonsense was going on, I said if we hit them in the pockets, they won't do it again. I didn't think they weren't going to do it again, but they did, and it worked because everybody was fed up. Everybody. And that's a good thing. Anyway, this is The Angry Prepper. Thank you for watching.